Mic muted. That's my bad. Hey guys, how we doing? Yeah, I gotcha. Here's what happened. The reason why the mic was muted was because there were like people walking around in my basement when I was on TMI stream, and I kept having to like turn the mic volume like on and off because I didn't want to mess with his stream. You are muted. Not anymore. We're good now. We're good now. All right. All right. So let's go back to the very beginning then. What's going on, guys? How we doing? My bad about that mic mute there. So, yeah. So basically what I was saying was, yeah, we had a little bit of a break there because we went to Kansas. And then last night was one of my friend's birthdays, so I couldn't miss that. But oh god, everybody's freaking out now. What did I do? Yeah, we're gonna go over that, Nas. So we're back now, more consistent schedule. We're gonna go Mondays through Thursdays, no Friday late night, and then we might be doing Sundays too. We're just gonna have to see how it goes. Thanks for the live stream anytime. What's up, Pam? What's up, mods? Don't get Benny Vegas. Oh, we're gonna go wild on the late night or the what do you call it? Rogue. I saw you just pop in and out, buddy. What happened there? Where'd you go? Yeah, so we're gonna talk about this share thing. So we have a couple of things to go through first, just to make sure everybody knows kind of where we are at with this. First things first is this right here. We have this Adam Aaron tweet. Hold up. All right, cool. Sometimes you guys are sending me some wild stuff on Twitter, and I got to make sure that it's not open. So Adam Aaron, August 9th is our next quarterly earnings call. We will be webcasting it so you can listen. For the first time ever, we will take questions from individual investors on the call. Here's the link. So when everybody first saw this tweet, we didn't really think much of it. We were like, yeah, we can have questions answered. But once we figured out what this SATEX situation was, everybody is freaking out now for a really good reason. Also, Juan Martinez, thank you so much for that super chat, man. Shout out to everybody that drops likes on the video, super chat, or just comes to hang out. You guys are all awesome. So thank you guys for all coming in and hanging out. Juan, what's up, bruh? Not much, man. Okay, so when we're thinking about what's going on here, it leads us. So this screen right here leads us into. Got to make sure I'm not logged in. All right, SATEC. So let me refresh this real quick. So this question right here, here's how this works. So you can submit questions, but in order to be able to submit a question, you have to sign up to this website, and then you link all of your brokerage accounts. So when you vote, it's like proving that you have shares. So it's not just like random people coming in and asking questions to AMC. It's like shareholders. They're verifying that you guys are shareholders. So when we're looking at this, we're seeing that there's 25 million shares that have essentially voted on this specific question and 22,000 votes. So when you look at all of these questions, everybody, like what I first thought was, how are they doing these calculations? Wouldn't the numbers get all messed up? But what they're looking at is just this one question right here. Yeah, Vegas, thanks for putting that in the chat. So what we're looking at here is this amount of people have voted, 22,100 on basically 26 million shares. So what people have started to do is try to do some statistical analysis to take a small population and apply it to the large population, which is something that in statistics, I've only taken 2 statistics classes ever, but that's essentially what you do. You look at a small population and you try to use a certain set of like statistical analyses in order to apply it to a larger population. Usually you don't need a very large sample size in order for that analysis to be correct. In this case, I think it would be a lot different. So, ooh, bloop, bloop. Oh, special guest, Mr. Rogue the Legacy. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, my guy?
So
Oh,
in this specific case, most likely we're going to need a much larger sample size in order to make a educated guess at what it is. Yeah, 22,000 is a massive sample for 4.1 million. You're correct. The issue is that it's the people voting that's the issue. There's just like a selection bias. Because one, when you think about Webull, you have to take more steps in order to get your vote on this than you would if you just had a different brokerage. So it makes it harder for somebody to issue their vote. Like European brokerages can't vote. Canadian brokerages, I'm pretty sure you cannot vote if you're in Canada on this. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure you cannot.
I think you're
So,
right.
is that right, Rogue?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, cool. So I was trying to do it with public and was not able to. Yeah. Okay, so the thing is that I said this in my video earlier, and I said it in the one yesterday too, that yeah, it's really good that we can do these different types of analyses to figure out how many shares are out there. But what a lot of people have been bringing up is the fact that the people that go out of their way in order to vote may be the people with larger position sizes. It may be the people who are just more like involved with the stock. Like there could be whales that just don't have a lot of involvement with their investment and they're like, I don't know what's going on. So there are some things like that going on. But as we continuously go up in these vote numbers and share numbers, it starts to become more accurate. Log in, let's see them shares. No.
You haven't logged in?
No, I'm just not going to log in.
I haven't
Why does it
logged
say
in yet.
restream?
Why
All
does it
right,
say restream?
here's our yeah, it's live. It restreams just the platform. It's just the platform we use.
Yep.
Total shares to that question, haven't seen it since I voted. This one's 26 million. I mean, I'll refresh it again right here. Nothing right here. So the issue is that this is a third party service. A lot of people are like, well, I don't really want to type in my brokerage information to this service. Fine. If you don't want your information on this site, don't put it on there. But what I would say is that this is our best chance that we are ever going to get in order to come up with an educated guess at how many shares are actually out there.
I
So
will
there's a
say
couple
too,
of ways.
if you want to add too, the person that actually put this website out there is Adam Aaron,
Right.
just so everyone's aware. So it's somewhat reputable. And then I
Mm-hmm.
think even like someone went into detail about how actually reputable it is, and it's very reputable.
Mm-hmm. And
So
then I would just like to point something out there to you guys. Point is a very key word there. People are saying that Point 72, a major investment firm, it's like a hedge fund, invests in this company, Saytech. And they're like, oh, the hedgies are involved. Point 72 was involved with like the Melvin Capital deal.
right.
So here's what I would like to say about that. How many of you guys use an iPhone? Citadel owns Apple. How many of you guys drive a Tesla? Citadel owns Tesla. How many of you guys use Google? Citadel owns a chunk of Google. So the wild goose chase people go on sometimes to be like, well, they own a share in this company, and then that means that it's bad. That's not necessarily the case. It's like there's a slim chance that that's possible, but at the same time, that's a little bit taking it too far.
Yeah, it's borderline C theory.
Right. Little bit little too speculative there for my taste, but I mean, to each his own. If you guys don't want to, yeah, Google owns it. Yeah, so the connection people make is like Citadel owns a lot of Google owns YouTube, blah blah blah. It's like there's other factors involved. When something goes wrong, it's not always like Citadel's fault or a hedge fund's fault. That's not the case always. Like I get like they're the big bad guy in this situation, but they don't have that much power all the time. Wow,
Right.
those are a lot of emojis. Let's see. My friend
I'm
asked me,
probably
"Is
only
the
going to be
industry not
here
doing
for like
anything?"
5 more minutes. I just wanted to drop by.
Oh, okay. You got to go to bed?
No, I'm gonna watch some TV with my wife.
Nice. Take a break, buddy. You need it. Oh, Keenan. Keenan, can you shoot me a DM, man? I would love to get you on the channel, dude.
Bro, you gasped so
Dude,
hard.
come on. This is awesome. Keenan, I don't think your DMs are open. We've been trying to get a hold of you, buddy. I need to know where to get my oven mitts. Yeah, Keenan, if you've got some time, man, shoot me a DM, because I can't send you one, but if you do have time, I'll shoot you a link, and you can hop on and hang out for a little while. Oh, this is awesome. I think Review Dork might pop by too.
Oh, that's dope.
CV needs to check his shorts. Dude, Keenan's awesome.
Yeah, I already promised my wife I'm gonna watch TV.
You promised your wife to the boss got you?
Yeah, she got me. But I'll probably be I'll probably be watching or responding in the comments.
Gotcha.
So I'm actually gonna head out now.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
All right, you too, man.
Later.
Take it easy, man.
All right. Call TMI. I could call TMI. TMI is going to pop on in a little bit, too. Let's see. What's up, Darth Bane? Sub STV. Does the short interest have to reach 0 before the squeeze ends? I mean, I'm guessing the short interest will probably never get to 0. What you really got to look out for, though, is the utilization. Awesome. Thanks, Keenan. Yeah, we'll definitely figure something out. I know TMI has been trying to get you on too. That'd be awesome. Thanks, man. All right. So utilization is, in my opinion, the most important data point that we need to look at. So basic definition of utilization, the amount of shares that institutions are willing to lend out versus the amount of shares that have been lent out already. So let's say the institutions have 100 shares that they can put out on loan. And let's say in this example, they've loaned out 90 of them. So the utilization would then be 90. The issue then becomes is that as the utilization gets higher, so let's pull up this chart. Where is it? Right here. Here, utilization. As the utilization gets higher, you have to think about like the market for loaned out shares. So when there's this scarcity aspect involved where there's less shares available to be loaned out, the price of taking those shares out is it's going to increase. So let me see. So the cost to borrow will go up. That's essentially what I'm saying. If there's less shares, it's going to cost more money. Now, the institutions see this that are loaning out. So when they're seeing the amount of shares that they can loan out start to go down, they're also seeing the amount of money that they can make on those shares go up. So what they can then do is a forced share recall. And this is what happened most likely in the beginning of June, end of May. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, when we saw the utilization come up and then that research report come out from the University of Notre Dame professor, we ate that up. When utilization goes above 75%, there's a 1 in 26 chance every day that a forced share recall occurs. We don't know how big it's going to be, but here's where that cost to borrow and utilization aspect comes in. So they'll start making people give the shares back right now because they see the opportunity to loan those shares out at a higher interest rate. So they can make more money on those shares. And when they do those recalls, it forces people to cover some of their shorts. So that's why we saw this massive decrease in utilization while the stock was running up. So the shorts, like covered a little bit, not really, but then they just re-shorted it back up. Like it. Ben Levine, thank you so much for that super chat, man. Did you see anything about the after hours volume on GameStop mid cap rebalance? Also curious on short exempt volume today. Ben, we can take a look at that. I feel like you should be busy right now, though. Thanks for coming in, Ben, and dropping a super. So, after hours volume on GameStop. Well, this was ridiculous. This is why I have this pulled up right here. Look at this move coming up. TMI and I were talking about this on his after hours stream today, but like this is crazy. We start ripping. Oh boy. So we start ripping up in GameStop and in AMC too. Let me put this on the 1 day. So towards the end of the day, we start going. This could have been due to that mid-cap rebalance, adding GameStop in, who knows? But all of a sudden, boom, big sell. This is like not natural. If we saw any other stock start to rip up like this, people would start to take notice and start to buy in. We'd see day traders maybe start to come in. We'd see option volume pick up towards the end of the day. Nope, big short attack. Same thing we saw with AMC a little bit today, just the price movement was a little bit less aggressive, and so was that knockdown. 3.1 million shares after hours. That's close to $500 million. That is a lot, dude. And then short exempt, that more has to do with market makers and the legal route that they have to naked short. So short exempt it's like a weird loophole that they have in order to take the other side of the trade. So what they do is that if they have buy orders that are coming in, they need to find a sell. So what they do is they'll just short, like they'll essentially do the version of naked shorting. They'll short shares that they don't have in order to facilitate that trade. And that's where that short exempt comes in, because it's them shorting, but then they have to cover it by T+3. How is Robinhood at 51? Who knows? That stuff is ridiculous. Beard of Doom, thank you so much for the super. Hard to hodl, porcupines, feral cats, fire, diarrhea, easy to hodl. I don't know about that last one. Puppies, booties, and AMC GameStop. Thanks, man. Juan, thank you so much. Did you see the Form S3 filed by Bank of America? Yeah. Oh my God. Thank you for reminding me about that. That was actually supposed to go in my video today. I don't know what happened there. Huh. I completely forgot about that for today's video. Yeah, let's pull that up though. We don't necessarily have to pull up the S3. It's All right, we can pull that up. Yeah, this is getting interesting. I was gonna do a little bit more research on this before I brought it to everybody, but let's pull this up. Juan, thank you so much for that super. This is important information right here. So Bank of America files shelf. That's an important keyword right there. Shelf to offer up to $123 billion in debt and equity securities over time. So what a shelf offering essentially is, it's not they offered $123 billion right away. It's like you have to be a well-known issue. It's like WKI something. It's like a well-known issue or so in order to file the shelf registration. So what it does is just say, hey, we're going to put a lot of this information like up on these securities up on a shelf somewhere, so that when we want to offer them, we don't have to continuously file forms with the SEC. We can just do it and we can file them all in one chunk. So what they did here was Bank of America filed a shelf registration Monday with the SEC to allow it to issue up to $123 billion in debt securities, warrants, preferred stock, and equity securities over time. Pretty normal stuff. Remember back in the day, Bank of America broke the record. I'm not sure which one came first, JP Morgan or Bank of America. One of them has the record for the highest dollar amount bond sale for corporate bonds. But look what it's going to be used for. So proceeds of any offerings will be used for working capital. That's always in there, most likely, to fund investments in or credit to subsidiaries, repay debt, to invest in other businesses, and for general corporate purposes. The repay debt part is interesting to me. So we know a lot of these different institutions have like a trading arm. So they're levering up with other institutions. They're making these trades, but we know that the margin debt is like 900 billion right now. It's the highest it's ever been. So the fact that they're issuing these securities net, or they're coming up with a shelf registration now, I would think it would be smart for Bank of America and any other of these institutions to issue these securities right now. If I was them, I would issue right now. Because here's why. If we have a really steep downturn in the market, most likely bond values will fall. We'll see the bond rates go up. We'll see the equity security value go down. So they're going to be able to raise less money. So if they need that money in order to basically get them through a hard market time, to basically use it for working capital, invest in other businesses during a downturn, and for general corporate purposes in order to keep their business going, then right now is the time to do it. So if we see, yep, Bank of America offering, that's also going to tell us something. What's up, Trey Subway Crumbs? Matt's duck suspenders. There we go. Wife sent me the... What? Oh, brother. William Morgan, nobody is enforcing the rules. I think they enforce the rules to the best of their ability, and a lot of these different institutions figure out ways around the rules. So the rules are put into place. It's like that speeding example. It's like, yeah, the rule is don't speed. But if you have the money to just pay off speeding tickets every day, well, then the rule doesn't really apply to you. Or like a parking ticket. It's like if you are a super rich person and you want to park on the side of a road, it's just paying more for parking. Like that's how they would view it. So there are rules in place, but they're not necessarily like going to impact everybody. I'm ordering a Ferrari SF90 soon. Dave, you're gonna have to send me pictures of that, man. Brian, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Hey Vix, I love that you and the gang got together this weekend to keep up the great work, and let's get all the apes together. Absolutely. Kansas was awesome. The amount of ideas and like knowledge that was able to be passed back and forth through everybody, and the coming together in one spot where we could like work together on things was really awesome. I think not only for us as like creators and people learning and trying to like grow our knowledge, but I think for the community too. Gabe's video I thought was awesome. Review Dork and Applejacks did an awesome job with the roundtable. Man, can we just squeeze already? I mean, yeah, I know a lot of people are feeling that way, but something that Gabe actually brought up was look at the consolidation period before we ripped after this last time. That is, we ran up, came down, but this is like from February till May. That is a long time. If you were able to get in a little bit earlier and rode this run up, and now we're back up here, you're sitting pretty good. But we do have to have patience. This was something I was trying to formulate in a tweet the other day. It was more like patience is like one of the most important things that we all need to keep in mind, and like keep that in the front of our heads, because if something is worth waiting for, then you wait for it. Now you have to decide if this is worth waiting for. From all of the DD that you've done personally, from what you've heard, all the research that's been going around, do you personally think that waiting for this to happen is worth it? Kansas or Kansas City? It was just outside of Kansas City, but I'm really bad at directions, so I could be wrong. I'm sure they were intentionally pumping Hood to get idiots to buy it. William, they could be, but at the same time, you have to think of how much money that would that would take. Like, do they really care about pumping billions of dollars into Robinhood in order to make it go up and screw retail? Maybe they do, but that's a lot of money to pour in on one day. I think Kathy Wood said something about buying Robinhood. That was one of the things that I've heard. This mess is 14 years in the making. Who knows how long it will take to unravel? That's true. Think about what happened in the Big Short situation. I think from the time that Michael Burry and Mark Baum, who is not actually the real character, it's Steve Eisman, I'm pretty sure, found out about the CDOs and how terrible everything was back in '08. I think the time frame on that before they collected was 2.5 years, maybe 3 years. And they just held. Michael Burry paid those premiums and waited because he had the highest conviction in in his decision. Like, he was fully convicted in what he knew to be true. And I think this is pinned at the top, and I think Trey said this in one of his Fox interviews. It's hold up. It doesn't matter if other people think you are right. It only matters if you are right. And that's really something that I want people to think about. We're seeing a lot of FUD get spread around. There's a couple of different YouTube channels coming out now that are spreading just they're spreading stuff like AMC's bad, it's going down, it's over, stuff like that. It's like, well, if you actually did the research into this thing, it would, in my opinion, not financial advice, it would be stupid not to look into it more and see what's actually going on. So ARK dropped like 65 million on Robinhood. That's a lot. So what's up, Silas? So I lost my train of thought. Well, we were talking about waiting. Oh, the FUD. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Bevo, we're not gonna say the name of the YouTuber because one, TMI and I were kind of going back and forth about this if we wanted to actually like try and put a rebuttal out, but it's like we don't want to draw attention to him because the intention is to just like get more people onto his channel. So just like screw that. But FUD. This is something I've been saying for a little while. It's the blinders. You need to keep them on. You need to stay within what we know to be true. Now, that information could change. In my opinion, the information in that regard would change for the better. We have that synthetic share count going on right now. I know you guys love when I do the air quotes, but the synthetic share count, if we can get that number and we can see that number go like over 100, 200, 300 million, remember, institutions own a lot of shares. So if we can get close enough or even to a level where it's like statistically like irrefutable that there are this many shares actually out there, then we're going to have a lot of information and that's going to give a lot of apes conviction. And here's the thing, Adam Aaron and AMC can't come out and just say, yeah, there's shares out there that shouldn't exist. And the reason is because of the question that I asked you guys. And I think it was the last live stream last week. It was if Adam Aaron and AMC came out and said that there are 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion, 10 billion shares, what would you do with your AMC position? Every single person in the chat said buy more, buy more, buy more, buy more. Everybody said that. So AMC knows that. They're not stupid. If they came out and made a statement like that and they know the reaction is going to pump the stock, it's very borderline. They wouldn't really be able to do that. Sensible Americans, thank you so much for that super chat, man. We apes ain't leaving. Thanks for the DD info. Anytime, man. Thank you so much for that super chat. Their goal is to carry this out long enough that anyone mentions the word AMC is crazy. Long play. Yeah. Also, this is a new gallon, guys. So this one isn't hedgy tiers. Sorry. But think about the drawing it out. They don't really have to cover right now. Like they're in a spot where they could have added to their shorts towards the higher levels. They knew that the gamma squeeze was pretty much going to play out and come back down. Yeah, some shorts did cover on that run up. It's just gonna happen. You can't have the price run up that much, and then some shorts aren't covering. So I'm kind of looking at it's a cycle of shorts. So like some shorts have stayed from those really low level, those like really low number levels, and we know that by looking at these Ortex numbers right here. Um, and I have a different opinion. Lean into the FUD, research the FUD as if it's really real and bad for the stock. When you figure out it isn't real, you will be even more convicted and not falling into confirmation bias. Ben, awesome point right there. And I agree. But I think a lot of people haven't really gone on the journey yet to figure out what's really going on. So when some people read things or watch a video or see something on Twitter, they might think that it's real information that is like detrimental to the stock, and they may not know yet. It's a journey you have to go on. There's like a learning curve. So at some point, if you aren't at the point yet, you're gonna be able to figure out, yeah, that's BS what they're saying. Like that's just completely wrong. Like for the longest time, the news articles, Motley Fool Seeking Alpha, were basically just coming out and saying bankruptcy is still on the table, even though that AMC had already come out and said, no, that's not true. So I know I'm kind of going on a rant here. So let's get some more questions. Anyone know why Webull isn't coming up as a broker on Say Technology, but Robinhood is? John. Okay, I'm going to pull up something right now for you. This was what I sent to Review Dork earlier. And this was helpful. Let me pull this tweet up. Here we go. So this was the image that we have. So Webull, originally, a lot of people thought that you can't vote if you're using Webull. Not true. You actually have to sign up for an account on Apex Clearing. So I know everybody hates Apex right now, but this is how you vote. They already have, like, they're already going to have your info. So if that's what you're worried about, Apex Clearing has already seen all of your trades. So you have to create an account on Apex Clearinghouse for brokers not listed on Say Technologies if Apex is their clearinghouse. So you will need your account number from your broker to connect to the clearinghouse. After you have connected to the clearinghouse, go back to vote at this link. And when Say Technologies asks you for your broker, type in Apex and select from the dropdown. So you can if you are on Webull. Can you post it in a tweet? Yeah, so Gabe, Review Dork, has already posted it. So if you guys want to look at it, just go to his tweet. I quote tweeted it. But here's the tweet right here. Boom. The debt ceiling was not raised. So I think they've come out with projections on when they're actually going to be screwed. And I think it's September, October, which kind of ties into what we've been saying about like Q4 could potentially be when we see like major market events start to happen. So basically what the debt ceiling is, in my opinion, the United States probably not going to default on its debt. Not going to happen. They've never done it. Or maybe once before, but I don't think they've ever done it. What is most likely to happen is that they get their credit rating downgraded. Now, here's why that's important. The last time that the United States government debt got their credit rating downgraded was 2011, and let's look and see what happened to the S&P 500 right around that time. So 2011 is right here. So we went from a high on basically the S&P 500 from 137 all the way down to 106. That's a big dip from where they were. Smash that like button. Yeah, if you guys don't mind just hitting the like button, it helps us out with the algorithm. But yeah, so if you start hearing the word downgrade, bad for the market. And we've talked about this many times, how since everybody is over leveraged right now, if anything happens in the market with the amount of leverage that's out there, they're pretty much screwed. That's why we've already seen Goldman take 25% off the table. They're like, yeah, nope. And guess who they sold to? Retail. They've sold to retail investors. Every single time the market has a big pullback, they've sold to retail early. So retail is always the bag holder, but this is a very like niche opportunity that we have here that essentially is giving retail investors the opportunity to come out on top during a market correction. And if you look at the Volkswagen squeeze when that happened, that was in like the dog days of 2008 when everything was falling through the floor. Volkswagen went from like a low, I'm not sure what it started at, but I know it got up to 200, went to 400, back down to 200, then ripped to over 1,000. Plus JP Morgan stopped personal lines of credit, which interests me also. Bevo, you're going to need to send me a link to that because I've been watching for that and I have not seen anybody else but Wells Fargo cut personal and portfolio lines of credit. And if they're cutting lines of credit, very interesting. So Bevo, if you have a link to that, please shoot me a DM on Twitter at shortthevix1. I would love to see that. Why is Robinhood going up? Big question. So shady. Yeah. I mean, I'm just staying away from it. Like, there's no reason for me to put my money into Robinhood if I just don't want to. Like, and here's the other thing. The AMC GameStop situation on Robinhood is a microcosm of their overall business. All publicity is good publicity. Most likely Robinhood is still crushing it. Like, even with the amount of people that are transferring out, it's just the people that are in AMC and GameStop. Like, that's not to say that Robinhood isn't doing some shady things. Like, they absolutely are. And we know that due to all of the lawsuits that have come in and what they did in January in the years before. Like, it also, here's the other thing that I don't know if a lot of you guys know this. Robinhood is now under investigation by, I think, FINRA for letting their employees know beforehand that they were going to turn off trading in certain securities back in January. That is so illegal. You cannot do that. If I was an employee at Robinhood and I personally owned shares of AMC or GameStop before they cut off the opportunity to buy, and I heard stuff at Robinhood that said they were going to turn it off due to Apex basically being like, yeah, we can't do this right now. And I made trades based on that inside information. Oh, they are in for some trouble there. Is Say sign up trustworthy? They ask passwords to access accounts and validate AMC share and vote. Martin, so the link was originally put out by Adam Aaron. That is what they are using for basically getting the questions in. So from what we know now, 100% legit. Yeah, and pushing with powder. Thank you, man. Martin, yes, after signing up and syncing, you can change your password. Yep. Yeah, Wells Fargo definitely cut off those portfolio and personal lines of credit and something else too. HELOCs. No more or no, that was before, but they're still not offering home equity lines of credit. So we can go over that really quickly here. So the fact that Wells Fargo is cutting off the ability to take out loans based on the value of your portfolio is really important. So think about how those loans work. They're backed by the value of a portfolio. If Wells Fargo is now saying, nope, no more, we're basically taking all this loan money back, we're canceling this program, it suggests that they think that the underlying value of people's portfolios are going to go down because that's what the loans are backed by. If the manipulation wasn't happening, theoretically, we would have squeezed already. Yeah, possible. But here's the other thing, Turtle. If there was no manipulation, there most likely wouldn't be the squeeze opportunity. So that's one thing that I also want to bring up as well. There's always two sides to the coin. The most important, the most blaring or glaring, whatever you want to call it, example of that is options. If you guys seen it in any YouTube comment section, they're like, no options, options are bad, it's hurting the squeeze. This run up right here from these low levels on AMC from 11 to 72, almost all of that run up, like half of it, I would say, was due to the institution's delta hedging options. Oh boy, I said the big bad word. Yeah, it hurts their customers' credit rating too. So options, yeah, if you're buying these deep out of the money YOLO options that expire this week, then yeah, you're most likely giving liquidity to the institutions that are selling them. And they could also have shorts on AMC, and it could be giving them some liquidity. But at the same time, the options are extremely valuable. Like what I'm looking at right now is another. So September's a decent week or a monthly expiration date for a Gamma. 35,000 contracts already at 40, pretty big there. Then we have 43,000 at 145. We are closer in terms of a percentage gain. Oh, I'm not sure anymore, but last week we were closer in terms of a percentage gain from 11 to, I think it was 40, those numbers, than we are right now from this $33 to $40 range to 145. So in terms of a percentage gain, it's less. The issue is that there's not going to be enough options. The next date that is really starting to see these pileups is January 2022. There's already 55,000 contracts at 145. I would expect this number to maybe be able to get up to 100,000 by January. That's a lot of contracts. And think about the cost now to these institutions that would have to go out and hedge those options. It's a lot more than it was at 40. So 50,000 contracts would already kind of be more costly to these institutions than the 200,000 at 40. If that makes sense to you. Because if these deltas, hold up. Okay, so this delta is a glitch right here. It should not be 0.99. But if this number was actually 0.99, it is going to cost them a lot more money to cover 5.4 million shares at 145 than it will than the 200,000 shares at 40. Brian, thank you so much for another super chat, man. Hey Vix, we just have to pay attention to the IV when it starts going up. That will be the time to buy calls. Brian, when you are buying options, it is typically best practice to want to buy them in times when implied volatility is low. Because when implied volatility is low, they're essentially projecting a lower move in the underlying stock in that given time horizon, and that would make the options cheaper. So that's why when we saw the stock rip back in June, the options went absolutely ballistic because the implied volatility of the stock shot up and the contracts went deep in the money. So there's all of these different factors to the pricing of options that if the stock starts to really rip, implied volatility goes up, increases the value of the option. If the stock starts to rip, the deltas in the gamma start to increase as well, and then that increases the value of the option. But Brian, thank you so much for that super chat. That's a real good question about options. BlackRock holds approximately 9 million AMC. Patty, I'm pretty sure it's a lot more than that. I'm pretty sure it's about 30 million right now. We could take a look though. How do we know people who bought AMC at an average of $5 will not abandon us when we bought AMC at an average of $40? Well, everybody here's the thing with the ape community. The reason that a lot of people got into AMC was for the squeeze. So it's really binary. It's like, did the squeeze happen? Have the shorts covered? No, still holding. That's what a lot of people's mentality is. So, yeah, there's going to be paper hands on the way, just like there's going to be some shorts covering on the way. There's two sides of the same coin. But I don't really think that the people that are in AMC right now, this is just me thinking out loud in my head. I don't think the people that are in AMC are just looking to get in for a quick flip for 100, 200% gain on the stock absolutely ripping. I think a lot of people are in this for life-changing money. $54K strike could be part of a Leap's option strategy, right? Marco. So Leap's it's not really considered a Leap because it's like long-term equity anticipation security. It's not really far out enough anymore to be considered a Leap. Usually it's like 1 year or more, but yeah, those are pretty long-term. People were buying those a while ago. I used to have some 40s for that date, but I do not anymore. Brian Hun, thank you so much for another super chat. I'm looking to buy options Friday for September monthly options, not financial advice. Good luck, man. I think there's starting to be some more opportunity on the options chain for AMC. If you guys were watching a lot of my videos or live streams before or watch TMI, what I would say a lot of the time was, I think there's better opportunity elsewhere in terms of the options for in terms of options, like versus getting into AMC options, like for shorter term plays versus um like something else, playing like a market event. So right now though, we're seeing the IV start to come down. I actually, if you have Thinkorswim, you can look at like historic implied volatility percentile. So I'd have to look at that to see where the implied volatility actually is. But let's see. Brian, thank you so much for all these super chats, man. I think the earnings call will help it out. Very possible. The thing is though, is that when we think about the short thesis for AMC, just think logically about hedge fund shorts and what they're doing. Their thesis is that AMC is a fundamentally overvalued company. Right now, not really. Also, I had something pulled up as well. This ties into earnings. So when we come over here, AMC Entertainment expected to beat earnings estimates. What to know ahead of Q2 release? Let's see where this is. Here it is. Revenues are expected to be 341 million, up 1,705% from the year ago quarter. But remember, basically everything was closed down at that time. So let's just think about this. If AMC comes out and beats earnings, we've seen the trend with this a lot. Companies may sell off. It's very possible that we get attacked on earnings. It's also very possible that retail sees or other new investors see that AMC crushes earnings and then they pile in. So earnings is usually a flip of the coin. I love playing earnings. Yeah, the dip before earnings so yeah, there's usually a run up or a run down into earnings. One or the other. Sometimes there's a dip a couple of weeks before. If you guys we can go through some earnings earnings option strategies if you guys want to. Drop a thumbs up in the chat if you want to go over some earnings option strategies, or a thumbs down if you just want to stick to just talking about AMC. But they're pretty interesting strategies if you guys want to learn about them. So fundamentally, over the last 6 months, AMC has crushed it. Raising more capital. We're seeing them beat the pandemic box office records. We're seeing them acquire more theaters. They're doing everything that they need to do. Thumbs up. I haven't seen a thumbs up, thumbs down yet. Here we go. All right, let's do it. Let's see. I'll wait for some more to come in and then we'll see. I think we push hard this week because they know earnings will be significant to the stock. Yeah, Eddie. When we think about AMC, though, a lot of people like to say fundamentals don't matter. When you think about a short squeeze, you're right. Fundamentals don't matter. They really don't matter in terms of a short squeeze thesis. How they do matter, though, is like overall sentiment. So if there is really good fundamental news, it's much better than having AMC come out and being like, oh yeah, we're basically like doing terrible. It's a lot better to have good fundamental news, which is what we've been having. Let's see. Brian Hun, thank you so much for another super chat, man. I do very well on selling calls for Tesla, and I put it all in AMC. Good for you, man. All right, we got a couple thumbs down. We got one thumbs down, and then everybody else is saying, oh, 2 thumbs down. Oh, pushing. We're doing this if we want to go over some earnings option strategies. That's what we're doing. So this is what you're gonna see. This is like the reason why I never created like a trading Discord, because the way that these strategies work, they're risky. First one right here. We're just going to use AMC as an example. Let's say AMC's earnings were this week, just as an example. I say show us the MOAS. All right, we'll do this quickly because I know it's a little bit mixed. So one of the things that you can do with earnings is you can price in what the market makers are expecting. So you're basically creating a situation for yourself where you're saying, do I agree or do I disagree with what the market is pricing in for the earnings? Now, pricing in essentially means what are they expecting the stock to go up or go down? It's a percent range. Stock for apes. Hey, Vix, what's up, man? So looking at AMC right here, what you would do is you would add the at the money strikes. So let's just say AMC's at 34. You would add 165 and 201. So that would be about 370. You would divide then 370 by the current stock price. And for me, if it's between 2 and 4, or if it's less than 4%, I would buy calls, double that expected move, and I'd buy puts double that expected move. So it's going to be really cheap, high risk, high reward. You need 1080p, hard to see the numbers, so small and blurry. Yeah, Trey's Cat Titan. I'm trying. Also, Trey's Cat Titan, please don't bite me anymore. So that's one of them. We'll just keep it at that one for tonight because I know a lot of people don't like options or it's a little bit complicated for people. Again, none of that's financial advice. These are just some strategies that you guys can use if you have some extra cash to play around with. But we can do in one of the live streams, I'll set it up that we're only going to do that. But for tonight, let's do don't talk puts. I mean, puts are just insurance, but we'll keep it how we are. Trace Cat Titan. No promises. No, Titan was good, and then Titan bit me really bad, and I was like, ow, that hurt. Titan's a cool cat. All right. As much as I'm ready for the squeeze to happen, yesterday, I don't mind doing nothing but hold until it happens, actually taking out a loan to buy more. Nate, good luck with that, man. I wish you the best. Let's see. Oh, I got to pull some other stuff up for you guys. Yeah, and then any questions that you guys have, drop them in the chat. That's what these streams are mainly used for, so everybody can just be better prepared for what's coming over the next couple of days. Special options stream would be sweet. Yeah, maybe if there's a Friday, we could do it. Maybe if I decide to stream on a Friday night, we could do that then. Yeah, okay, so the puts. Oh, are we going to talk tonight? Oh, we could. Let's wait for TMI to pop in, and then we can decide how not financial advice. Good luck with that, man. It's just, like I can't. I'm not going to tell people what to do or not to do. Like I can't. Pam's been holding since 2020. I am still here. Ape's not leaving. That's awesome. That is awesome, Pam. Nate, no, you're good. You can do what you want, man. Can we take a break from stocks and you show us the photo that's behind you on the floor? It's interesting in red, like AMC. This is just a Steve Young. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's just a Steve Young poster. It was my brother's from like many years ago. Never invest more than you can afford to lose, says Patty. That is something that I live by, especially with the way I trade options. If you put in an amount of money that you are not willing to lose and it's a lot of money to you and you hit an option, oh, you're going to be thrilled with yourself. But if it goes to zero, you're going to be very upset at your decision. It's happened to me. Like you just have to go by trial and error. I had a streak when I was trading options where I was I was just crushing it. The run up, the other strategy that I didn't show you guys, the run up, it was just working like maybe half of the time. And the way that I trade options, they're deep out of the money. So if they're working half the time, you're crushing it. And then all of a sudden, the market conditions changed. The strategy I was using didn't work anymore. And you just go on like a losing streak. So you really have to you have to be able to adapt to the overall market conditions. That's why when I say, or I said in the past that I wasn't necessarily looking at AMC's option chain because I saw better opportunities elsewhere. It's the same thing. It's the same reason why I've put my money into AMC. I think that AMC, in my personal opinion, not financial advice, has the greatest potential to yield the highest rate of return over however long I want to hold it. Let's see. Let's see. We got a lot of thumbs up coming in now. I don't know what we're doing. If you guys want to drop a like, that's funny. All right. You met Steve Young? Cool dude. Oh, that's really cool. You have puts from 2008. STV is tall. I'm not that tall, guys. I'm like really not. I've said this before. I'm like 6'2". Those streaks are sick on options. Had one time, 5K every day for an entire week. And the 200K I made on the AMC run up from 10 to 70. What a time to be alive. Patrick, that is awesome. Please don't interrupt. Okay. Hey, short the VIX, don't interrupt. Okay. Okay, I won't interrupt. 6'2" is not that tall. I just want to know why Robinhood outperformed AMC this week. Because okay, IPOs have been like really hot over the past year. When a company IPOs, the people that are actually like in before the IPO are basically the only ones that make the money. Or if you're flipping it. We've seen this happen. Snowflake was a big one where they opened up at like some ungodly number, ran up even further, and then crashed. And retail basically held the bag. That's a common theme that I want you guys to really get a hold of, is that typically in history, retail holds the bag. This time, there's an opportunity for retail to come out on top. Brian Hun, thank you so much for all these super chats tonight, man. Thank you to all you guys who drop in these super chats. You guys don't have to do that. And it means a lot. Brian Hun says, I first bought XXX shares of AMC at an average of $9.85. Now my average is $19.85. I just keep buying. Brian, good for you, man. Yeah, 6'7" here says Paul. Exactly. Like people are like, oh, you're tall. And I'm like, well, we're going to do a meetup one day. And then there's going to be like this 7-foot giant that's going to be like, you're not that tall. And I'm like, I know. Robinhood did the opposite. It crashed at open and skyrocketed after. Yeah. Yeah, why do we have to talk about Robinhood? Like, why do we care? What, like, honestly, why do we care? Okay, here's another thing. It's the same thing, like people coming in and telling us AMC's terrible and you should put your money somewhere else. It's like, well, why do we care if somebody else decides to put their money into Robinhood if they see value in it? It's like, that's kind of it's like what Dave Lauer said in Matt's interview. It was like, oh, that's what makes markets great. People have different investment thesi, or whatever. And that's how people make money. It's like anytime you're buying a stock, somebody's selling it to you because they think that it's not going to go up anymore. That's kind of how this market works. So if I buy a stock at 100, it goes to 120. I may not think anymore that stock is going to continue to go up. So I'm going to sell it. But then there's a buyer at 120 that sees it going to 140 or 160. It's everybody's own personal opinion. Did you hear about Bank of America doing 125 billion S3 filing? Yeah, we brought that up. We talked about that a little bit earlier. So if you want to rewind the stream, we did bring that up. They could be using that to generate more liquidity. What's going to be really important, though, is if they did that shelf offering and then over the next month, they start offering shares. If they start just offering shares, bonds, like, and doing that like right away, that's going to be very interesting. Oh, TMI's coming in here with the jokes tonight, huh? I don't know, TMI. You were the one. Oh, I can't make that joke. Yeah, I can't make that joke. Okay, well, TMI, you win this round. Do you expect GME to have a positive day tomorrow to the S&P Midcap 400 edition? And would AMC follow it in moving up? Dan, good question. So typically when we see a stock get added into one of those larger ETFs, we see a little bit more buying volume because they have to buy enough shares in order to incorporate it into the ETF. That could have been what we saw earlier today when we saw that bigger run up and then somebody shorted the absolute heck out of GameStop. But if we do see GameStop start to some green days, most likely AMC is going to follow with it. With the way that the options are this week, I would expect to see if AMC starts to run up past, let's see. All right. So these are the puts over. No. Yeah. Hold up. Yeah. Puts right here. Let's see. 36. If AMC can bounce over 36, then I think we're going to see a decent amount of buying volume. Now, the reason for that is that there's a lot of these puts right here that in order to basically cover or hedge one of the puts that you've sold, you need to go out and short the underlying stock. So when the stock starts to go back up, they don't need those short positions anymore. So what they do is they buy them back. So when they buy them back, it creates more buying volume and can then push a lot more calls in the money. Now, the next big spot for calls would really be, I mean, these aren't big, but it's like 37 to 38 would be decent. So if the puts get unhedged to 36, we could see the buying volume push it back up to 38. Then we could see, due to the GameStop, like a GameStop rally, AMC could really be a good beneficiary of that happening. Hold up. Let's get this going over here. And let's see what we closed at for everybody who might be working a night shift. AMC closed when the market was open, closed at 33.59. Aftermarket closed 33.70. So up 0.33% in the after hours. Brian Hun, thank you so much for another super chat, man. I think it's wrong to tell someone how to invest. All apes just need to stick together no matter where we are making or losing money in the market. Yeah, that's like a common theme. Like, you don't get to tell somebody else how to spend their own money. I think TMI has said this a couple of times, but it's more like if somebody goes to the grocery store, you're not going to yell at them for buying some extra stuff. You'd be like, oh, you should have bought more AMC. It's like, what are you doing here, guys? And this is the other point I think you brought up, that if everybody just bought shares of AMC in the way that everybody says they are, or didn't go on a vacation or didn't pay for their bills, we would probably have squeezed by now due to all that extra buying volume. But that's not like realistic. Like, people are going to buy with what they can. I like the video, you guys. What do you think will happen if we go under 30 to 29? I think it's going to be very difficult for them to push it down to that level. Hayden says 0.33%. We are ripping. Yeah. Thanks for the streams and videos. What is the lowest you think AMC will go? Okay, here's the thing. In my opinion, it doesn't matter to me how low it goes. It really doesn't. The reason for that is that, one, I know that if it keeps going down, there's going to be more shorts, and the shorts most likely will either add to their position at these levels in order to push it down, or they'll keep adding to their position to try to play that momentum of the stock going down. But either way, it suggests that shorts have not covered. That's the whole point here, that the shorts have not covered in any substantial way in order to cause the squeeze. So even if we were to see that big drop down, people would freak out, but that could be very bullish because they could be trying to get it down to a certain level where then they're like, yeah, let's start covering here. And then we see the dip before the rip. Just like Rogue likes to say. Ken Gaffney, thank you so much for the super chat, man. This is strictly to agree with Brian. Say it again for the people in the back. Yeah. Just put like everybody needs, like, everybody has their own situation. They get to decide what they want to do with their money. And that's that. STV, I think it's good to talk about options. It is my understanding that buying puts can put selling pressure on AMC. What are your thoughts? It can. So Isaac, the way that happens is here's a really interesting, or really simple, I say interesting way too many times. So here is a really simple example. This column right here, See how it's I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's negative. This number reflects how much your option contract would gain in value if the stock were to go up by $1. Now, when you sell these options, these are puts, this column, which tracks that rate that the option value would appreciate by, is now positive. So then the hedging process comes in, and you need to then get a negative delta position. So in order to do that, you can buy more puts at a different strike, or you can short the underlying stock. It's the same thing with hedging the calls on the upside. So since when you sell a call, there's a negative rate right there, you would then have to go out and buy shares of the underlying stock because shares of stock would have a positive correlation, if that makes sense. I don't know if I can say that word. I've said it a couple of times and everything's fine, but we're being censored out here. All right, give me like half a second. Bro, you better not be related to Ben Shapiro. I'm not. Everybody brings that up. I'll be back in literally 2 seconds. Please, nobody go anywhere. See how quick that was? All righty. All right. Let's see. All right, and then let's see. Quick, everybody hide. Who has to buy to hedge? So typically it's anybody who is selling options. Typically it's institutions with large sold options positions. And here's why they do that. So if you're going to sell a call, when you sell a call, you are obligated to deliver shares of stock at a certain price. So that means you have to sell shares at a certain price. Now, what that means is that if you sell one of these call options right here, if you sell this 34 and the stock goes to 100, you would have to then go out on the open market, buy 100 shares of stock at 100, and then sell them at 34. That's why they do that hedging process. So they're limiting their losses. They're essentially creating a covered call position, or they're like covering the put, if that makes sense. If you were going to buy the shares anyway, why would you risk a leap at a certain price to offset? I'm not necessarily sure. I think you're talking about why would you buy options versus shares. And the reason why you would buy options versus shares is it gives you like artificial leverage because you're not actually levering up. The risk in options is that it has an expiration date and that contract could expire worthless. That's the risk. Yeah, Don, I'll pull that up again. We should pull that up right here. So let's actually refresh this and see how many more shares have been voted on. Oh boy, that's another 1.2 million shares that have come in on this vote right here. Not bad. Not bad, guys. We're getting there. So today is Tuesday. I think we have until Friday in order to vote on this because earnings happen on Monday. It might be throughout Monday, but I'm guessing it will end Friday or Monday. That means that we have until then to try to get this share number as high as possible to vote. So all you have to do, if you would like to, is register on this website. You can click sign up. You connect your brokerage account. We've gone over how to basically vote if you're on Webull. If you don't know, just go on like Reddit or AMC stock and literally just type in your brokerage in the top and sort by most recent. And there's going to be somebody in there that has basically put out a step-by-step process on how to get your shares registered. So if we can get this number up from 27 million to, let's say 150 million, and let's say we double, let's say we get 100,000 votes. And this number goes all the way up to 100 to 150 million shares. Then the statistics can get more accurate because then the averages may go down. Because right now, this could just be the whales voting. I mean, having 23,000 whales is big, but the average amount of shares right now is over 1,000. Yeah. So there's a problem. Say does not recognize my two Webull accounts. They don't recognize anyone's Webull shares. Really, that's not necessarily true, Scotty. If you register through Apex, you can then vote. But this was tweeted out by Adam Aaron. This link right here to come vote here, and this is how you can answer questions. You can't take legal action against the website you're using. Okay, what are you gonna sue them? Like, okay, here's the thing. What do you like? What are they gonna do? Like, they do this all the time. Like, if you go back here and we click on say, broker dealers, investors. I don't hold on. I don't want to hold on. I'm gonna pull this over here, so because it might just automatically sign me in, and then you guys are all gonna know my information. So let me look down here. Okay. Public companies. Get started. Okay. So I can't pull it up for you guys right now, but essentially what you like they do these all the time. If a company wants to come out and basically ask question like have their investors ask questions, this is who they use. So like come on. You can't like we've been given the best opportunity that we are ever going to get in order to calculate the amount of like shares that are potentially out there for AMC. Yeah, there's some like risk involved, but at the same time, if you don't want to vote on this, guess what? Don't vote. Simple as that. But going out and telling people to not use, like directly, don't use this when this is really our best chance at figuring something out. Like, yeah, I'm fine with like putting out the information that could potentially be out there about this. But at the same time, people are adults. They can make their own decisions. Adam Aaron is setting us up. Yeah, false. That is just the biggest FUD. Like the first thing that came out about Adam Aaron and Centricus. Nope, completely just FUD. Then people were saying like, "Oh, he was hurting the squeeze." Like, come on, guys. Really? Like we have rebuttals for all of like that. Like everybody on Twitter, everywhere is like has like refuted the Adam Aaron is against us claims. It's just not beneficial to the movement at this point, I don't think, to say that the CEO of AMC is against us. If like any of you guys think AMC, like the CEO of AMC is against us in any way, then just leave just like sell out your like do whatever you want. If like you don't think the CEO is acting in your best interest, then why are you still giving your money to the company? That's my only thing. And if Adam Aaron was actually like directly working against us and like helping the hedgies out, he would have been fired by now. So why not leave it alone for a week and see what the ape community can dig up on this? Because there's a time frame on this. After earnings, this is no longer there. Peter, what did you ask? I did not see it. Can you talk about the GME volume and big buy order after hours? I think it was 2.5 million shares is what it was. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, I mean, people are going to be buying in. It could be due to the like the rebalancing of the ETF. People are buying in, like the ETF is buying in after hours. I heard sue them. No, like you're not. Why you're going to go through a lot? Okay, like no, you're not going to do that. We helped save the company. He's definitely against the hedge funds. They were trying to bankrupt his company. Why the hell would he be on their side? I agree. SB, do you think Adam Aaron watches your live stream video? That would be really cool if he did. But I don't think so. I think he's a very busy guy and he's got more important things to attend to. Ba, 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 ba. Let's see. How do I vote if my shares are held on Cash App? I'm not actually not sure about that. I figured out the Weeble one because a lot of people were asking. Yeah, we're not spreading any FUD in here, guys. I'm coming in late tonight. What is this vote thing and how will it help us? Okay, here's how it will help us. It just gives people peace of mind. Because here's the thing, I highly doubt that this number right here, the 27.1 million shares, is going to get over 513. Doubt it. Doubt it. But if people can do these like statistical analysis on it and then kind of figure out how many shares could potentially be out there, once this sample size gets way up there by Friday, then yeah, it's going to give people a lot of it's going to give people a lot more conviction. But the facts still will remain that the shorts have not covered. So yeah, okay, we already went through the 0.72 thing. Do you own an iPhone? Then you're participating in Citadel's thing. Do you use Google? Well, Citadel owns Google. Are you a Citadel hedgy? No. People own things. They don't have they can't just direct things all the time. It's possible, but it is highly unlikely. Let's see. Let's see. You should be receiving an email from Cash App. It might be with the subject AMC wants to hear from you. Very interesting. SCB, have you ever gone over Ortex data already tonight? We did, but typically when we're on the lives, it does change. So let's refresh it and see what happens. So utilization 90.36. Again, utilization is the number that I'm watching. All of these other numbers we know can really get messed with. So utilization, shares on loan, two really important numbers, because if the shares on loan stay at around this level or go down and we see the utilization, or if we see the shares on loan stay here or go up and we see the utilization stay flat or go down, then it means that they're getting their hands on more shares. So those are really the two key important ones. We went over why utilization is important a little bit earlier, but short interest, 15.06%. Again, these short interest numbers that we're receiving as the estimates from Ortex mainly just serve as baseline short interest. Let's see. What's up, AMC Trapper? How you doing, buddy? All right. CV comes with all the facts. I mean, the facts that I get, I just report them to you guys. Geo, we got like 40 minutes till power half hour, so let's see what happens. SCB. So let's say hedge funds are returning old shorts and taking new ones so their margin requirements look better. Is that a way that hedge funds can avoid being margin called? I mean, if they're returning shares that were old shorts, that means they're covering. So what they could be doing is, let's say they take out a loan of shares at a certain cost to borrow. So let's say it's at this max cost to borrow of 2.34%, but they are waiting to short it. They're looking for the entry point. But then let's say the week after, and they're still holding those shares, paying that small borrow fee rate. But then let's say the max cost to borrow, which they would be the one paying, let's just say they're the ones paying the max. It's just in every case. Now it's 1.34. So then they're essentially they would just return the shares and take them out at a lower rate. Hold up. All right, hold on. I'm trying to find something. I am trying to find something. Oh, here it is. Boom. There we go. At the end of the day, if this was a walk in the park, they would just cover them. Shorting from ETFs should show the capacity of this monster. Yeah. So okay. So the ETF shorting thing, it's like the last drop of water in the bucket. It's like if you have like 7 water bottles and 3 of them are like basically empty and you're like dying of thirst, you're still going to drink those other water bottles, but you're just going to try to drink them as fast as you can. It's like it might help you a little bit, but again, it's not going to make that much of a difference to your dehydration. Oh, interesting. Oh, you guys are wild. Do you think that third-party site is safe? Yes. Yes, Rudy. That third-party site is not, it has not just been created for this AMC what do you call it? Earnings call. It's been used for Palantir. It's been used for a couple of other stocks as well. This is the site that they will use in order to like run these types of earnings calls where they need to get questions from their shareholders and they need to verify that the people that are asking the questions are actual shareholders. So this is one of the websites that they would use. The name Cohen. Oh. But why do they want my username and password to your brokerage account? Because you have to sign into your brokerage account in order to like verify that it's you and it's your shares. That's how it becomes verified shares. And that, in my opinion, makes that site even better because it's verified information. It's you signing into your brokerage account. Everybody signing into their brokerage accounts is saying, yep, these are the verified shares that I own. And that's what we're seeing here. So we're at 27.1 million. Let's see what we're at now. 27.4 million. That's an additional 300,000 shares that have just come in that have voted on this one question. So here's the other thing. If you guys are going to sign up and vote on this, then make sure you're going to vote on this top question. Do you have any plans to offer a dividend again? Because this is the one with the most shares voted on and the most votes. Yeah, Adam says just change the password after voting. Oh, Wet Dirt Kurt. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. Yeah, thank you to all you guys who send those in. You guys don't have to do that, and really means a lot. We wouldn't be able to do this without you guys, so thank you. Kurt, I don't think you sent in a question. But if you did, just if you wanted to ask a question and it just didn't go through, just drop it in the chat and I will be looking for it. But thank you for the super. Bloop bloop. Ho ho ho. Here we go. We're fighting FUD, TMI. Perfect time for you to show up.
I got the mask with the hole in it so I can sip this Coca-Cola.
There you go.
All right, okay. What's going on? What's going on with the FUD?
Little bit of Say Technologies being bad, and that Adam Aaron is against us.
Oh, of course. Adam Aaron worked with Say Technologies, and Say Technology has a connection to Citadel, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And this is what helped them bail Citadel out when at Q1 they had a hedge fund that was going to go under, and then Say Technologies helped them out. Say Technologies is a company, people. They're interested in money.
Yeah.
Oh
You know
my
how
gosh.
crazy they're going on this right now with the amount of website traffic that they're getting? That's all they're in this for.
Oh, come on, people. They don't care. They're in it for the winning team. So now they see that we're the winning team. They don't play for us.
Mm-hmm.
I think BlackRock's buying houses because they love retail investors. No, they think this is a play. They're in it for the play.
Exactly.
Like this is what we're here
Exactly.
for. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Let's go.
You see, Keenan popped in earlier.
I saw the message from Ro giving the update. That's dope. I saw him fall back on Twitter, but I didn't see him pop in the live. I guess he popped in before I popped in.
Yeah, he popped in pretty early.
Nice. That is dope. Hey man, remember what I told you? You're gonna loop. Oh, and we got some updates. Oh, we're freaking.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, we did.
Let's go.
So it's we got some.
Oh
It's
boy,
good.
guys,
It's good.
we've got some good stuff cooking for you coming in the future. This is gonna be a very fun Q4.
Yes, it is. Cooking. Let's see here. So okay, so I saw you talking about some calls before. What were you guys talking about?
Oh, mainly I think it was just the one earning strategy, and then just basically how the options are
earning
affecting
YOLOs.
everything right now.
You're talking about like earning YOLOs.
Yeah, a little bit. I just went through one of them. I think maybe on a Friday night, we'll set up a stream where it's just options, like hour, 2 hour. We'll just go through like option strategies and stuff.
Love it.
Because I think a lot of people in here are like, yeah, I don't really care. So
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I guess it's whatever your audience kind of wants to hear. But I think if you were to do one strategy per live session, like a new one every day for like 5 minutes, it'd probably be easier.
yeah, we just did the pricing in one, and that's
I
the
love
whole true earnings
I
one.
love the
That one's
pricing in.
wild.
Pricing in is dope. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, you
Like
just
see what the market price it in for. Oh, yeah, I guess you already explained to everybody, but
yeah, you just add, divide, multiply.
that's it. See what they
Good
price
to
it in
go.
for, and see if you want to make a little YOLO bet on both sides. And if it goes, it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Make yourself some
Quick
dough. I
little
haven't done that in a while.
1,000%, bing bang boom.
I know. I'm trying to think of the last time that I haven't done that in months. Like since Amazon that screwed me since Jeff Bezos was gonna leave. But that's okay.
I think the
That's all
last
right.
big one was
TMI with the
Upward.
avocado milkshake. What is wrong with you
Oh
people?
boy, you brought the avocados over here, buddy. Oh, we just got another 100,000 shares voted on Timothy's post.
Nice.
Let's see. Shares that don't exist. Yeah, I don't think we've covered how that actually happens yet in this stream.
Naked shorts?
Yeah, naked shorts, and then just the
Rehab application?
Yeah.
I can go through that really quickly.
Go for it, buddy.
All right, so there's I don't know. I think there's a lot of misinformation out there because people kind of have run away with the amount of shares in the market, right? And it's like there's a legal way of that happening as well. It doesn't have to all be BS, right? And now it can definitely be abused. It can definitely get out of hand, but it doesn't solely happen because of naked shorting. So if you there's no like leash on things. This is the reason for the new filings. The new filings are coming because people have realized that this is getting out of hand. Right, so like the new tracking of like you can't lend shares that have once been lent, and all these new filings, all these new specific segments in these new filings are written specifically for issues that have happened in the past. So if I give this pen and I give it to short the VIX, and then that's me shorting the pen. This is me lending the pen. I lend to short the VIX. He says, hey, do you mind if I have a pen? Cool. And then he sells the pen for 50 cents, knowing the pen's worth $1. He says, hey, I'm going to sell for 50 cents. I'm going to lower the price on pens everywhere. Cool. Sells it to somebody else. He sells it to Sean Zane. Sean Zane's like, look at this fool Chris Burton over here. I'm gonna sell it to Chris Burton. So he then sells it to Chris Burton for 45 cents, and then Chris Burton sells it to somebody else for 50 cents. Chris Burton's like, yeah, I'm gonna buy low, but I'm gonna sell high. Oh, okay. Someone else gets it, sells it for 75 cents. The price is going back up. So now Short the Vix is looking around and he's like, okay, guys, hold on. I have to get this pen back. I don't know where the heck it is. So he goes to Sean Zane. He's like, hey, Sean, where's the pen? Sean's like, I don't know where the freaking pen is. I sold that thing like 2 days ago. Sean goes to Chris Burton. Hey, Chris Burton, where's the pen?
Like, I
He goes,
loaned it to him. It's like, oh, I
exactly.
loaned it to him.
So it goes all over. And then you have things, and this is things that people don't even realize. People who have the pen, they're like, well, I'm going to sell a covered call based on the pen that I have. But the pen that you have isn't really yours. It's actually lent in from somebody else. So it starts creating these obscene positions in stocks that should not exist.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then that pen can also be split up into several different pens. Like, okay, I'm gonna sell the cap over here, I'm gonna sell the bottom over here, and it's like 15 different people have pieces of this pen that should not be there. So anyway, so then people lose track of where it happens. So when you have to when you have to go back and buy these pens back, you just need to buy them back from the market. And you don't really know who you're buying them from. So it's a rehypothecated share that was lent out and then shorted, and you're buying back a real share. So those shares are still out there somewhere. You don't know where it is. And then you also have IOUs. You also have naked shorts that can be IOUs, but they're not specifically to it. It's an interesting place to be. It's just kind of like the wild, wild west. And it's a lot about like he say, she say. Well, like, I'm good for it. You know me, buddy. It's like, it's 2021. How do we not have like a registered like blockchain for all these shares? It's like, well, I've been good friends with these market makers, and they never do anything wrong. It's like, no, it's quite the opposite. They always do something wrong.
And that's why this is so important right here. Like, this is our best chance at figuring it out.
Ray Jones like, Short the Vix, your pen's gone, man.
Juan over here with the super chat is talking about like pancakes and stuff. Thanks for the super, Juan.
Rehypothecate some pancakes, we can do that.
Yeah, we'd have a big stack of pancakes. There's only supposed to be one pancake, but it's the stack is as tall as the Eiffel Tower.
Those are like cartoons. Speaking about Eiffel Tower. Oh wait, what time is it?
That's why I said it. I was like, oh, we're getting close to power half hour. We'll see what happens.
That's good. That's good. Hopefully Rogue's doing okay. I think he messaged back.
Yeah, he popped in here for a little bit and then he popped out.
Nice. Okay, he's doing all right?
Yeah, he's doing good.
Solid. I should use avocados instead of using pens. The only thing is that no one wants to buy an avocado. Okay.
I like avocados, because you know what I can make with it?
What?
Guac.
Yep.
Oh,
Guac.
Mike McCoy. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. Hey, STV, here's a few dollars for you, to you for not trying to link people to Webull. I definitely appreciate that. Thank you, Mike.
Ooh, Mike in the house. Yeah. Oh man. I guess we shouldn't talk about that. Let's just leave that alone.
Oh, also, TMI did this earlier on his stream, so I think we should do it right now. If you guys follow us on Instagram, his is is masked_investor, and mine is just Short the Vix 1, same on Twitter. We will follow you back right now. So if you guys want to do
that's
that,
a good idea.
We will do it right now. I will keep this up.
Let me get my phone up.
We're just gonna have to keep clicking a bunch of buttons, but yeah, let's see. So mine is just Short the Vix 1, and then TMI's is mask_investor. Oh boy, TMI has a hole in his mask for easy access.
Your wife.
Oh.
What time is it? I apologize. I take it back.
What about the super chat before that? Gio, I think I hit it. It was Juan talking about the pancakes. I didn't really see what you guys were talking about though, so it's not gonna be I'm not gonna be able to figure that one out. Oh boy, you guys, I'm gonna have to click a bunch of buttons now. Following a bunch of you apes back.
Listen,
Instagram.
if you guys are following me and I'm not following back, please unfollow me right now, and then follow me back. Okay? Don't take it personal, Becky. I know you're gonna check right now, and I'm probably not following you. I'm just gonna guess off the top. I'm not following you. I'm just gonna put it out there, okay?
Yeah, you gotta like redo it, and then we'll follow you.
Yeah, unfollow me. I'm a new man now. Okay, I've changed.
Let's see.
This is bright.
If I see, oh god, Eric's coming in with the wild questions.
Uh-oh. What do you say?
Canada not allowed to vote. UK is struggling to vote too.
This is really just an American thing. Yeah, sorry, people.
Yeah, so honestly, we wouldn't even have to get to 513. If we did get close to 513, which I highly doubt we did, that would already just be like, yep, there's more shares out there.
Exactly. But honestly, it's one of those things where we probably need to get maybe 100. Like that's really
100
it.
mil?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm thinking 100 mil or 150 mil would be a lot.
That'd be a substantial amount.
Oh, Mike McCoy, thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel. So just briefly, the membership stuff. What we're going to be doing with the membership, it's one, just if you guys want to support. If you don't want to, don't do it. There's nothing really that like benefits anybody as a member right now, but TMI and I have some very interesting things cooking that are coming down the pipeline. And you guys who are members of the channel are going to get that information first. This is definitely stuff that you like are going to want to know is coming. And you'll get to know it first. So that's the
Only
the main
906.
point of
Only
the
906.
What?
And if you want to see something that's it says only 906, we're gonna keep it PG.
Oh,
Okay.
Long is in here. What's up, Long?
Long the Vix. What's going on, buddy?
Apparently that's me now. Or Tall the Vix.
I think it's gotta be Long or Call the Vix. I think Call the Vix would be dope.
That would be pretty
options. Cool. Yeah, Call the Vix.
Yeah, that would be pretty dope. Oh God. Tyler Gallant, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I'm kind of worried to read this.
Uh-oh.
Because Tyler's always the one that gets me. Oh no, I think this is a good one. Thank you so much, Tyler. Yo, guys, is it 1 vote per share on the questions? Could you not sum up all the shares, votes and shares for the 20 or so questions to get a bigger sample size? So Tyler, from my understanding, when you vote, it puts all of your shares towards that upvote. So when you vote on another question, it puts all your shares towards that as well. So that's why everybody is voting on the first, on the highest voted on question, because it gives us the best idea of like how many shares could be out there. Eric Harper, thank you so much for becoming a member, man.
Oh man. Oh buddy.
You saw that one?
Oh yeah.
I'm so ready for earnings. Earnings is going to be such a fun day. We're going to be having a good time all day.
One of those days. All right, back in following you now. We're back, baby. All right, so let's see here.
All right, I got to
Actually, I don't know if these names are the equivalent to the YouTube names. So I don't really know.
I don't think they are. Oh, Pam, I think I follow you.
Pam the Trader, I think I followed her too. Martian, I don't know if Martian's in here right now, but
TMI's Nike promo team is in here.
Oh shoot. Yo, I need to get a whole deal. Does anybody have any hookups at Nike? Listen, if anyone hooks me up with Nike, I will give you guys 15% of the contract. Just throwing it out there.
That's a good deal, guys.
15% off the top. And listen, I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. I'm not really playing sports right now. The contract's not gonna be that big. I'm probably just looking for some free merch. But you'll get 15% of the free merch.
There you go.
It is what it is. And we can get Short the Vic some free merch from the Big and Tall store.
Dude. Juan Martinez, thank you for the super. Can I follow you guys on AOL or MySpace? I don't have that Twitter. Juan, I'm sorry, man. The Instagram and Twitter for us is both for TMI _investor, and mine is just Short the Vix 1. Yeah,
and if you want to, Short the Vix, you have to get onto the Discord, buddy. Things are starting to we're starting to have some fun.
Oh, good. I haven't been popping in there as much, but I definitely will. I'm still figuring out how to like navigate Discord.
Don't worry, this weekend we'll figure it out and get to it. It's gonna be some.
Sure. I want all of the
good
left
times.
That's funny.
Let's see here. Really great if you guys did a really quick video on Plaid and everything they support and the rules they have to follow. Okay. Actually, I've been seeing a lot about Plaid.
Let's
write down some notes here.
Oh, what are our names on OnlyFans? Oh, it's the same.
It's the same. Yeah, I'm only wearing a mask on OnlyFans. That's the catch. I'm still wearing a mask, but I'm only wearing a mask. It's kind of
Exactly.
like what's your name from Titanic? Take a picture of me with a necklace and just a necklace.
Oh, SCV, where'd you get them cowboy boots? They're called Chelsea boots, guys.
Boots are made
Come
for
on now.
walking. That's just what he'll do.
I came down the stairs and it was just like clank, clank, like it was just loud. I can't go anywhere quietly. Talk that talk. We kind of already did. I was gonna talk to you about it. Be like, hey, should we? I kind of went over it earlier, and I was like, we're not gonna say the name, so might as well just leave it be.
For what? What name? Who?
When we were gonna start talking wild about that one.
Oh, I didn't even watch that video yet.
I
Yeah.
did. It was bro.
Should I watch it right now and then come back in here and start talking crap?
No, it's fine. It's just a BS FUD video.
Jeez.
Average Rob says, legit question, not asking for financial advice. What's the general consensus for the next 2 trading days? Thank you both in advance. Mahalo. What are you thinking, buddy?
So I'm of two mindsets, and it kind of seems like you're hedging your own estimation, but
What?
so now I'm of two mindsets.
Yep.
So how do I put this? They're opposing thoughts, so it's gonna come off as if like I'm hedging my own thoughts, but take it for how you will. So the first thing is the hedge funds are going to try to break this thing down as much as possible before earnings, right? So the video that I made today was, it's like a clickbait thumbnail of like AMC, something along the lines of AMC 1,000 plus. AMC looking for 1,000+%, all right? And that's just because year over year, there's a very high likelihood of year over year having 1,000+% improvement over this earnings call, just because last earnings was horrible. It was back order, right? So Yahoo said they're going to be 17,000%. I said 1,000% plus just to keep it safe. I wanted to make sure I wasn't like just going for the highest number possible for clickbait, right? But to me, that's the worst case scenario. The headline is, you increase 1,000% year over year while still in the pandemic. That's crazy, right? Cool. Now, after that, you have this share vote thing going on here, right? Where, he sent this out, so he could potentially reference this in the earnings call.
Yep.
That's a huge catalyst. But it's one of those catalysts that we just don't know if it's actually going to be taking place in the call.
Right.
The third thing is they could actually kill earnings. If they kill earnings and they're up around 2,000, 2,200%, that's nuts, right? So it's like that's a whole different narrative. Plus, you now have, if people are aware of how many shares they actually hold, you now have 4 million people that are sorry for swearing, pissed off, watching the earnings, going to take it to social media. Like it's like a domino effect that could possibly run our direction.
Right.
Hedge funds looking at this are going to try to kill the stock heading into earnings. So looking at the end of the day today, I would guess we'd be bullish. Hedge funds will probably look to bring us down to keep us around 30, as close to 30 as possible by Friday. Like they're going to try to really like give it everything they have because they can't control what happens on Monday. And the way that Adam Aaron changed it from Thursday to Monday, to me, threw them a curveball. They're just like, oh crap. It's gonna be at the starting of the trading week. We can't, do earnings and then have the momentum die off into the following week. Like it's gonna be Monday, and everyone's gonna be watching Monday, and then the rest of the world's gonna say, oh, we have Tuesday to buy in, Wednesday to buy in, Thursday to buy in, Friday to buy in. So I think this week's gonna be meh, and I think next week's gonna be the volatile one. Next week, I'll potentially be looking to buy options on Friday for the next 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, they also gave us some more time to vote on the SATEC stuff. Oh, and then Brian Hun, thank you so much for the super chat, man.
That's
TMI, love to
interesting.
see you in the late night chat.
Hey, love to be here. This is where the fun is. I can't really say too much during the middle of the day.
Too.
Oh, baby. Oh, let me check your Instagram. Make sure you're following people back.
Yeah, I am. I gotta check that. Wet Dirt Kurt says, I ripped all of the data off the website and did some statistical analysis using every question as a simple sample. I also calculated 1,200. Kurt, if you want to send me that on Twitter, definitely just shoot a DM. Thank you, man. Boom. Weeble is not allowed, but you can register on Apex and then choose Apex as your broker on Say. We pulled that up earlier. Don't have it any. Oh, it was right here. This one. So you have to create an account on Apex Clearinghouse for brokers not listed on Say Technologies. Spread the word, top right to register. You will need your account number from your broker to connect to the clearinghouse. After you have connected to the clearinghouse, go back to vote on this link. And when Say Technologies asks you for your broker, type in Apex and select from the dropdown. So that's how you can vote on your shares if you are using Webull.
Love that.
Dude, that last 20 minutes of the day today was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I'm still adjusting to that price movement, especially for GME. And GME was looking rough, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, and then they ripped green and then just came right back down.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, well.
There was an end of the day glitch, too. Did you see it? It like AMC, I think, popped and then came right back down, but it looked like it was a glitch.
Someone fell asleep at the wheel.
I think they did, or they just fat fingered the short button. They're just like, it was like that one day when we ripped. It was like, they sent all the orders to the exchange instead.
Oh my gosh, I'm just people. I love the fact.
TMI's glitching out a little bit. Little internet issue. Average Rob, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I feel like we're fighting IOI for the next key, and we own the Oasis. Thank you both for the response. Average Rob, I'm not exactly sure what that is, but interesting. Let's see. I'm from Canada, and it kept giving me an error to register my shares. Yeah, you can't. You can't vote on this if you're from Canada. Bought one AMC share today. Didn't buy lunch or dinner. Ate a sandwich at home. Free love. Good for you. I'd laugh if he's still chatting away to himself. Nice. I sent him a message real quick. I gotta wait for the next blue boop, and then we'll get him back in here. Oh, what up, Mike V? Mike V, you missed a little bit. We were rapid fire for the beginning portion of the stream. TMI actually does not sleep. That is something that I learned about TMI. Does not sleep. He's a big power nap guy. There he is.
Crazy times, man. Crazy times.
I know. The hedgies got you.
I'm being shorted. Yeah, the boogeyman keeps coming back to get me. Examples of exit strategies with some with 100 or less shares. Thanks. Ooh.
I mean, if you're holding shares, the strategy is pretty simple. Like it's the same strategy I think that everybody uses. Like it's not. I'm not gonna say it, but you know what it is. That's like a question that I think a lot of people may know the answer for, unless you're thinking about trying to figure out how to play the squeeze. That's a different scenario. But like for right now, there's not much strategy involved. Juan, thanks for the super chat, man. He's gonna need some Starlink ASAP. That'd be pretty cool for the van if you're traveling around after. Get some Starlink.
Is that me?
Have Wi-Fi anywhere you go.
I would love to have Wi-Fi anywhere I went. I would absolutely love that. Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Just making sure.
Yeah, you're.
I saw my bars drop, and I was just like, oh boy.
It happens to me all the time. It'll just go to yellow, and I'm like, oh god, that's not good.
Oh, so what I realized is when that happens, copy your link into a new tab, paste it, you'll pop up twice, and then just close one.
Interesting. Yeah, mine usually like flickers back and forth, and then it'll Then I'll be back. Starlink
Jeez.
isn't bad. I can confirm. Interesting.
Interesting. Good quality stuff.
Hashtag van life Starlink. TMI is gonna have a van life YouTube channel next.
All right, listen, I'm telling you guys, I am traveling. Tell you guys now, I'm not staying in one place. I'm definitely traveling. So let me know where you guys are at. Let me know where you guys are at, and we can freaking go. Actually, you know what, dude? We take a van out, we get a little RV going, and we start traveling. It's gonna be a wild summer.
Oh yeah.
It's
When
gonna
is this?
keep my.
After July?
I'm thinking. Oh, I see why you're saying after July. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, why not?
Yeah, we could. Hold on.
We can
I'm
just
gonna copy the link to this and put it in the chat. Boom, boom. All right, here we go. This is the Satec link coming directly from Adam Aaron's tweet. Boom. Oh, I don't think it hyperlinked. That's
What
annoying.
did totally not the FBI say?
SCB and TMI, I'm trying to figure out payment for order flow. Why are you guys so against paying for your OnlyFans? I'm trying to see that mask slip a little low. That's a really good comment right there. That's top tier. Oh, Sean's asking if you're from Connecticut, TMI.
Ooh, I like that.
Well, remember, TMI, me, and Rogue all live in the same house. So,
if I'm
yes.
from Connecticut, I have an ex. True. From Connecticut.
Sean. Yeah, I think Sean Zane might be. Gonna register my 4K shares. There you go, Mr. Simon. What are we at right now? I think we were at 27.7, 28, 27.9. We're getting there.
When are you coming to
Stair
Indy
stepping
area?
our way up.
When the Colts are back. When the Colts are back, I'll be going to Indiana.
I think I was in Minnesota for like 2 hours on Saturday. That was interesting.
Oh, you're in
Somebody say it's New
Minnesota
York.
too. Oh,
He's definitely got mad
true.
Tims.
Traveling.
What's up?
I was in Chicago and I was in Atlanta on Saturday on Wednesday and Saturday. So we did a lot of traveling.
Yeah, we were all over the place. It was a fun time though. I needed to sleep in today. Like I needed it. If I didn't, I was just gonna not be a functioning human being.
I did the first live stream and then I KO'd in between. I took a nap in between, and I came back on fire, and I was just like feeling a good vibe.
I came in hot for this live stream, but the issue is that I came in really hot, but my mic was muted. Because when I was on your stream, I had to like keep turning on and off the mic, and I just left it off when I was leaving. So then I come on and everybody's like, "Why can't we hear you?" And then I looked down and I was like, "Oh." Matt Kramer's got a spare bedroom for you, buddy.
There we go. Someone said, "Do you guys share the same toothbrush?" No, not the
I'm
same
gonna go with
toothbrush.
no on that one.
Listen, the amount of time I was originally thinking about sleeping on people's couches. So I don't know. Who said that today? Kramer? Oh shoot.
That you had he has a spare bed.
Who said something? Yeah, I wonder if
Or
that
the
was the
toothbrush
same.
thing.
No, today on my stream. Did you hear that?
Oh, interesting.
Something about dropping the soap, and I was just like, yeah, I don't. That's not
I
it.
remember that one.
I was like, hopefully my calls print tomorrow. Has to do with 30. Has to do with 30 to calm down myself.
Are you guys selling
hi,
AMC
his
covered
name's
calls or
TMI.
puts? I'm confused. What's going on? You still there? Uh-oh, might be
Question, ma'am. I'll take some time instead. Hello.
There we go.
Long time no see, buddy. How's it going?
It's going good. How are you doing?
Let me tell you something. My internet's being shorted right now.
Yeah, they're coming for you.
What time is it? Damn it.
Oh, we got 4 minutes.
Where's Mike? Where's Mike?
Mike's in
Hello.
here somewhere. Oh,
Okay.
Juan, any repo market updates aside from being lower? Not really. It's just the same thing every day that banks have too much cash, little collateral crisis going on. The moral of the story is that it just should not be where it is.
FBI got him. Team Ice should be the
Knock,
dart
knock.
pool.
Gave you a little knock on the door.
Hey, listen, if you guys ever see me jump out of a window, just know the FBI got me.
TMI is getting sharded into the ground.
That's the last. Yeah, that's the last they saw TMI. If you hear the, I'm out.
Oh boy.
I am out.
TMI stays in Georgia and rides crocodiles.
I was in Atlanta, Georgia, on Saturday. I was
Tell
having
us about
myself
Titan.
Bro, Titan's a dope cat.
Titan's awesome.
Feisty though. Feisty little
dude.
guy.
Got me once.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
We made it
scratches
the
for
whole
days.
time. Then right as I'm about to leave, just got my finger good.
Plus, always wants to run outside. Oh man, that cat loves to be outside.
Were you there when it did run outside?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's when we had to
3
lift the
a.m.?
thing off the brick wall.
Yeah, and then we had to lift the car.
But I got to ride the Mustang.
That's true. That was
That
cool.
was dope. That was pretty cool. Top down.
Vroom vroom.
Ooh. Probably drove a bit too fast, but it's okay. We'll figure that out next time.
Yeah, I don't remember. that whole week is it's all blurred together because of the no sleep.
Yeah, sometimes I have flashbacks. I'm like, I almost just killed all the AMC YouTubers.
I feel like we had the same conversations like so many times because people just kept forgetting about like what was already discussed, but like somebody was just like not there and tired.
Oh man, that would have been. People would have been so pissed. They're like, so let me get this straight. You guys stop talking about AMC one day, you guys get into a car crash, and then you guys just, are all in the hospital together the next day. What the hell's going on out here, people? It's like, no, I swear, nothing happened.
Oh no, we were just having a good time. It was more like we were all working in like the same area, and then when nobody was working, it was like fun time.
I'll tell you guys this. I have 4 passports and I'm working on 5. So where I am currently, I will not be after the squeeze. Somewhere far, far away. Called
We're not in
Florida.
Kansas anymore.
We going to Orlando. Shout out to the review dork. We'll see you there soon, buddy.
Oh, we're coming, dude.
Ooh, 929. Oh, that was close.
Oh, Trey's cat Titan is in here. I'm sorry, Titan. Just please don't bite me again. You were really cool up until you bit me. And then we had beef, and then you started like meowing, and then we were cool again.
Yo, what's the house like in Puerto Rico? I've been seeing some videos in Puerto Rico with some beach houses, and I'm like, hold up.
Who's in Puerto Rico?
I don't know, billionaires.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me wrong, they're punching way above my weight, but I'm just trying to take a look to see what's out there.
When Lambo. Little speedboat Lambo? That would be pretty sick.
Oh, that would be so dope.
TMI's not Batman. TMI's Bane. Come on, guys.
Let's see here.
So who won the arm wrestling? Oh. I'll just say that I never lost, if that makes sense.
Hey,
I arm wrestled
hey.
Rogue, Gabe, and Trey. Well, you guys know, like, if you guys were in the space call, Gabe and I were just going at it. It was fun. It was late. There was a space call going on. That TMI was supposed to be taking a nap, and he wasn't.
Yo, I blame Wes. I blame Wes because Wes was in the call, and I was like, all right, let me go hold my boy Wes really quickly. And then he started just asking one last question, one last question, one last question. 20 minutes later, one last question. I was just like, oh, this is not good. Then you guys hopped
You
in.
came in full force.
You guys while you guys were arm wrestling.
Yeah,
I was like, why are they grunting in the back? What the hell's going on? I was like, I'm not gonna ask any questions, but I was like, whoa, hey,
You should have felt that.
you
would have
guys
been
really started the
that would have
party
been really
without me.
quick.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what
And
happened?
we were gonna do it again, and then we just forgot.
Yeah, well, I was kind of like, you know what? Let's just take a little bit of a breather.
Okay, I see. We do or don't have 5 or 6 billion naked shares. The statistical analysis shows that we do, but we're never going to know for sure. That's what I've been trying to get across.
Let me see here.
Gabe's a big boy.
All right, so I might, maybe have Keenan on the live stream tomorrow.
Which one?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out right now.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna let you know, and we can figure something out.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, and then I got to talk to him. I'll try to get him on one of the late nights this week.
Well, I'm thinking if I can get you guys on the same time, then you guys can just figure it out tomorrow.
Figure it out then? Awesome.
Yeah. Be like, bro, when are you free at night? Let's do it up. Just
I saw him pop in, and I was like, I freaked out. I was like, finally, we got a way to talk to him.
We made it. That guy's a hard guy to reach, man. He's a hard guy to reach. He responded back like, yeah, we'll do it. And then he didn't follow me back, and I was just like, made me look like a sucker. I was like, but yeah, awesome. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow, and then we'll talk to him offline about the thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then if you think I'm not wearing oven mitts that entire time,
I'm not clicking on anything. You guys better get ready. You guys better hold that Ortex question for a long period of time. I'm not switching any tabs.
TMI's not going to be able to chart. It's just going to be leave his stuff up, oven mitts on, ready to go.
I'm just going to tweet out an oven mitt right now.
Yeah.
Do that right now.
Are you guys calling Gabe? No, Gabe's just a big boy. Like, I don't know how else to.
Gabe works out like daily, man. Just don't. Yeah, I wouldn't. Hey, man, look. If you guys want to go out, Gabe, go ahead, do your thing. He can handle himself. He's a grown ass man.
It happens.
Go ahead, do your thing. Just don't say I sent you, but go ahead, do your thing.
Better be holding avocados with your oven mitts.
Oh, okay. 1 second. Hold on.
Oh, TMI, you know what time it is?
Let me see here. Is it time for you to give explicit details about that grinder match that you had? I saw the response you gave back. You're like, I'm just gonna hold off on that one. I was just like, yeah, I get you. All right. What happens in Kansas stays in Kansas.
Yes, it does. Oh boy, antics. I mean, it is power half hour. You guys can let it rip now. That's because
he can hand himself. What I heard, he was actually, you know what? From what I saw, wait, can I? Yeah, you guys. Yeah, Gabe and Vix had an arm wrestling contest that went absolutely nowhere. But it was a battle of the beasts. I'll tell you that much. I was not trying to jump in there. I mean, I wasn't there, but even if I was there, I mean, I still wasn't trying to jump in there.
Yeah, that was fun. We just started laughing. Like, we were just laughing so hard the entire time that towards the end, we were just like, all right, this is not going anywhere.
Look at this. Look at this guy. TMI Nike just hit my line. They want to do an avocado ice cream shoe collab. not worth it. Forget it. Call Adidas.
Not worth it.
Call Adidas.
They're like, here's the bag. You're like, nope, avocados, deal breaker.
Nope, not doing it. Better come correct with that mango color.
I like you have I like how you have so many subscribers. I was a subscriber when you first started. Alejandro, I know, I remember you, buddy. Thank you.
Oh, that's a dope moment. That is a dope moment.
It's been a wild year since
Yeah.
December.
People when they see you over time, they're like, "Whoa, what the hell? Like, I didn't tune in for a little while. I came back, and this was going on."
Yeah.
That's dope. I bet she still thinks you're short too.
Yeah, that's fine.
This guy didn't know. This guy better go follow you on Instagram. Oh, check your Instagram. Go follow people back.
Oh, Donnie's in here. What's up, Donnie?
Don,
what up? Did you two
Don, the
play
man.
sports in high school? If so, which? I played football and golf.
I played everything, my friend. Everything. Soccer, volleyball, swim team, track team. You name it, I got it.
There you go.
Only thing I didn't play was hockey. There's no brothers in the hockey team. I wasn't trying to. I could skate. I played hockey when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like just to like get out there and do it. Use equipment, just enough, but not competitively. I'm not trying to fool myself.
Yeah.
Chess is not a sport.
I had the best position in all of football, and then I played outside linebacker and safety, and then I also was the captain of my golf team, but I'm not very good anymore. Brian Hun says you can save. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. You can save a ton on taxes if you live in Puerto Rico. There was no taxes. A lot of the people are moving there because of that. Yeah, I think it's like 7% if you're a business owner. It's something crazy.
There you go.
Tyler says, breaking news, Mask isn't Canadian.
Why is that? Oh, because I didn't play hockey?
Yeah.
I've played mini sticks when I was younger. Can I get a citizenship now? Mini sticks is like halfway there. I feel like it's halfway there. It's like ball hockey, but without skates.
Interesting.
TMI Panama. Because I played a lot of soccer.
Oh, Eric Harper, 1,154 shares registered. There you go. Let's see. I mean, we're probably over 28 now. 28.5.
Looks like he's short of KYC lubricants while in Kansas City. I don't even know what that means.
What did he say?
Looks like he's short of...
What?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Puts for charity, STV.
Antics, dude. You crack me up all the time. Dude, that would mean I would have started when I was 12.
Hey man, no judgment. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But I can't speak Spanish, people. I wish I could. Look, I started today to learn other languages. That's what I'm going to learn in between now and the squeeze. You know how we're telling people they should learn like options and TA and all this stuff?
Yeah.
What I'm going to learn is different languages.
I used to be able to speak pretty fluent Spanish, like pretty close, but not anymore.
You got to pick it back up. All right, take this in.
Yeah, I can understand it. I just can't like speak it.
Good morning in several different languages. Guten Tag, hala hala, hola, bonjour, Vanakram,
Ni hao.
Vanakram Tamil,
That's hello.
aloha, kuvo, maharaba, wagwan, shinchao, salam, buenos dias. Yeah, I'm telling you, this people. Oh, this one I don't even know. Oh, konnichiwa. That's Japanese, I think.
Yeah.
And Sphinx. I don't know what that one is. I think it's Swedish or something.
Oh, but God. Stop bragging, Big Cheese. Is there something you can't or haven't done? I'm like medium good at a lot of different random things that nobody cares about. Like ping pong, you're all done.
Oh, really?
Zero chance for anybody. Unless you're like a professional ping pong player.
What about pool?
Not bad.
Damn it. I wish you were more confident. Then I'd be like, oh, we're having a face-off for pool. Okay,
I used to
okay.
be terrible at like long.
I wonder we should do
games.
like a not sport challenge.
We could do that.
Like we'll have ping pong will be one, video games will be one, pool will be one. What's another one? Like like horseshoes.
Okay, that would be cool.
That'll be one. Have you played Too much speaking Bacanese?
Wait, what?
The antics is going off in the chat.
Dude, antics is so funny.
Okay, I need to give me a second here. Let me tune into your. I need to tune into your live chat from the YouTube channel because I keep missing them.
Is it showing up for you on a restream?
It is, but they're going by so quickly.
Yeah. Cornhole. Oh my god.
Becky's like, unfortunately, I've played with mini sticks before.
You guys are wild. Oh yeah. Becky just told a personal story real quick, and I was like, oh god, that's
the only. Yeah, you know what? Let me not. Actually, what time is it?
9:41.
Yeah, you just might as well send it. The only reason why have you played with mini stick before?
Like hockey?
Yes, hockey.
No.
Just to be clear, the only mini sticks that I played with are the ones that I bought from a store. Okay, just to be clear. Okay, I just want to put that out there before my reputation gets tarnished. That out. Listen, just keep it 100%.
Hey,
okay?
I mean that other day you
No,
were the guest.
no, absolutely not. The only mini sticks I play with is the ones that I bought in the store. Okay, let's just get that out there for the community. Okay, we are a bunch of. You know what? I'm not gonna get too far into that because I don't know where that one's gonna go. That's gonna be clipped out.
Road.
We are a bunch of what? We are a bunch of what?
I'm not saying it.
He started, but he couldn't finish.
Can't be. Oh, wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, I just got done.
The bigger the rip.
Yeah, the bigger the dip, the bigger the rip.
How you doing, buddy?
Good. I actually just got done recording a video. I didn't even put a thumbnail. I didn't even put my intro.
Good.
I just took a video right here like this.
Good. You already put it out?
Yeah, I already put it out.
Hey, Deep Pool Boy. We talk about AMC on the stream for like 2 hours straight. And then we do this thing called Power Half Hour where we like to have a little bit of fun.
If he doesn't know, he's about to get ripped because his name is Deep Pool Boy. Deep Pool Boy. You know what comes to my mind when I think about Deep Pool Boy?
What?
Balls deep.
Oh, gotcha.
And Pool Boy. The combination of both. So I don't know where that name coming from, but you got to be careful with that name coming in here at this time, buddy. That is tough. That is very, very tough. Okay, you gotta. Hey, man, look. It's
Pool Boy.
This man, look. You gotta be careful for these older ladies here with a lot of money and not a lot of time. You know, they're willing to have some fun. You gotta be careful. You're a pool boy.
Oh, get in there, nice and deep.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Hey man, look, this might not be for you.
Oh, that's funny.
Make sure
Power Half Hour always a good time during Power Half Hour.
Make sure you don't get caught, pool boy. They start calling you a dead boy.
He's gonna end up in the dark pool by accident.
That's it.
What? What are these comments, man?
Oh, dude, they've been
Rogue who has the softer hands, TMI or STV?
Who has the softer hands?
STV does. STV has the softer hands. I think is that the compliment?
Yeah,
I think that's a compliment.
I think so, or it's not. It's either like a compliment or it's just like a complete insult.
Oh yeah.
My wife said it's a compliment.
It's compliment. Okay, I don't want it.
That's all right. We already gave it to STV.
There you go. You got it. It's because he plays ping pong, so his hands get soft because he holds the paddle.
I've played ping pong.
He plays.
I also used to be able to play a bunch of instruments too.
You play a little more of.
Did you play the trombone?
Nah, I played the saxophone,
and
upright bass guitar, and piano.
Oh really?
Oh, okay. Piano's dope.
Yeah, I bet you play a little pocket pool too, though.
Mini stick is not a compliment.
Bro. Oh my god. Oh.
Oh, this is great. I showed up at the right time.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
yeah, you did.
Did you tell TMI about who you had in the live chat?
Yeah, we did. We're setting it up for tomorrow too now, I think.
Dude, dope.
Oh, it's gonna be just one of those days. It's gonna be live
I'll
in
be in
full
the live
effect.
chat probably. Unless you guys are doing like an actual, are you doing like a live or no?
Probably.
Yeah, it's not quite confirmed yet,
Oh,
but
okay.
maybe
Never mind then.
tomorrow during lunch at live.
That'd be pretty dope.
Brian Hun, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Have y'all watched any of JJ Buckner on YouTube? He has some really good stock education videos. I have not, but we should probably check him out. Bro got a right field with that one. Oh, hey TMI, you want to get me back for what I did in retaliation on your stream today? Or not even retaliation. I just kind of added fuel to the fire
What did you do?
Ooh, what did you do?
on your stream.
Trying to think here.
When I told people to come over to my channel.
You want to order some?
No, I'm blanking here. What's going on?
I don't know. I feel like you know exactly what I'm talking about now.
Okay, wait. Can you type it first? Because I'm actually blanking on what it is.
Oh, hey,
Okay.
what did he do? What'd that guy do?
So
Oh,
this is
Rogue
I
didn't
heard
see
some
it.
shit.
Oh, guys, this was I don't know. This was just funny.
it was yeah, it was hilarious. It was hilarious. So on the live stream today, Gary Gensler was talking, right? And I was asking for the live stream link. I was like, hey, if anyone has the live stream link while I'm streaming, send it to me so I can pull it up and we can watch the interview together. So someone's like, hey, look, just Andrew Money's streaming it. Just pull up his stream. I'm like, okay, cool. Sounds good. I've done it before. Yeah, I'll probably do it again. If someone's streaming it, like we pull up Matt's stream before. Matt's talked to us on his live stream before.
Yeah.
So I pull up Andrew Money's stream, and it's while Gary Gensler's there, and he's like, Gary Gensler's like in the bottom right corner of the stream. Andrew Money's here, and then they have like the whole overall screen, right? So
Yeah.
the Gary Gensler video is here, and then I'm guessing in the live chat someone says, hey, look, you're live on TMI's channel. I'm just guessing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he mutes the interview and he goes, hey, if you're watching on TMI's channel, how's it going? If you guys like to enter a contest, and then he starts doing this like promo. You can always come on over, press subscribe, and it's just like promo ad live on the live. I lost it. I was having a ball.
Dude,
I was laughing my
I
ass.
had to go back. It was awesome. It was so funny, dude.
Oh
I was
my
like, that's
God.
just
Like, and people are like, this is why I don't follow him. This is why I don't like him. And I was just like, I get it sometimes. It's a bit too much. Like, it's a bit too much. I get it. At the same time, me personally, I was just like, hey man, game respects game.
He shot.
Game respects game. I have no qualms about it. If I didn't want it, I should have pulled up my own. I should pull up my own stream. I should have been better prepared. That's game.
But how many YouTube subscribers does he have?
I don't know, like 100,000.
Yeah, 100K plus, I think.
What does he do?
I don't know.
Nah,
Hey, man,
it was
look,
perfect, dude. It
look,
was like
listen,
it was so
listen,
perfect.
if
Like
I don't like his stream, I don't need to tune into it. This is why I tell people, like, when people come to my stream, they're just like, I don't like your stream. I'm like, bro, then get the hell out of here. If you don't like it, don't watch it. So
Yeah, who the heck is this guy? Behind the mask. Why is he wearing a mask?
Exactly. It's just like, why'd you click my channel? Like, why'd you click here? And then he pulls that up and he kind of smiles after he's done talking. And I was just like, I see. Okay, that's dope. That's
he
dope.
gotcha.
Oh yeah, got it. Good. Took his shot.
Donnie, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Did any of you guys make it to the space call today with Stephanie? I popped in for like 5 minutes towards the end. Did you guys get in there?
I was at the doctor's. I was getting my MRI. My MRI.
Yeah, I popped in for a little bit, Donnie.
But
yeah, dude, that was like I saw that again and I just burst out laughing. It was awesome. Vix
you,
is the type to apologize on behalf of his drunk friends. TMI would be the one to get lost, and Rogue would be the one to pass out. Nah, TMI's not getting lost.
Wait. So we said Vix would be the one to apologize for. Let me see here. Yeah, I might not get lost.
TMI's not getting lost.
I'm not getting lost. I know where to go.
You would have gone.
Wait, who said that? Who
lost
said
and
that? Who
decided to walk between the.
Wait, who said this?
Who said what?
Oh, Antics.
Of course it was.
Antics.
Oh.
Which one of the antics? Which one of those three would you be? That's what I want to know.
Antics would be the belligerent one.
I can imagine. I think Antics likes to have a good time.
I think we all found out which one's which.
Might be the one that crashed the car.
Nah, he was a good driver.
I think I was pretty good. I think I was decent.
Yeah, you got excited though.
He might be the one on top of the building watching. That sounds kind of creepy.
No, TMI was the one that passed out on the roof.
Y'all sleep on Vix. He's knocking people out. Yeah, Vix is swinging his mini stick and just knocking people out left, right, and center.
No, the TMI. The only reason why TMI would be passed out somewhere is if he was taking a nap because he had to get up in an hour.
Yeah, right.
Oh, those sleep. That freaked out. I didn't want to swear just now. I forgot it's power hour. That messed up my sleeping patterns so bad. I came back I came back on Sunday, and I went to sleep at 2:30 a.m. I woke up at 6. What the hell?
You were a machine, and then Trey, what was it, like 2 straight days? He didn't sleep at all.
Becky, I'm just kidding. He has a full size hockey stick. Okay, full size standard. Listen, I thought this guy had 3 legs for a second. He was walking around. I was like, "What the hell's going on?" He's like, "Oh, I forgot to take off my naked shorts." I was like, "Oh, there we go." It was really uncomfortable. It was very uncomfortable.
If the manipulation was at 0 the past few months, we would have squeezed already. Turtle, if the manipulation was at 0, then we wouldn't be in this situation with the potential squeeze.
There you go.
So yes and no. Like we would have squeezed, but we wouldn't be in this situation.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been an attractive play.
Yeah.
If the manipulation was at 0, we might as well be in like BlackBerry or something else where it's just like it's still manipulated, but just not as much. Or Clove. Ooh, that was a good one.
Someone said Trey is the one singing an Eminem rap battle.
Trey's singing Drake in the rap battle. Oh, I don't know if you guys know this. Drake can go bar for bar with anybody when it comes to Drake. I heard him rapping Drake. You know what? Let me just leave it alone.
Oh yeah.
It's just like Rogue. Rogue was singing in the shower. Trey was singing in the shower, but like
I think I got woken up.
Rogue was singing. Trey was rapping in the shower. It was hey, shut the Vix. What do you sing in the shower?
I don't.
Come on.
I just enjoy my music and realize I cannot sing, so I'm not going to. For
What's
me,
your read on
I
the
just
AA interview
to hurt my own eardrum.
What's your read on AA interview from 2019? So my thoughts are he fought the fight, and then he kind of not gave up but lost hope, and then we just gave him this extra bit of energy.
Yeah, buddy.
And since we gave him this extra bit of energy, he's found like a new hope. Like you tell he's been walking around like a different man now. If you watch his interviews over time, he slowly but surely starts to lose confidence in his interviews. Like he starts to look defeated. And if you start watching his interviews now, he looks like a completely different person. You start watching him when he's with Chance the Rapper, and he's just like, hey, like get Chance in front of get Chance over here, like make sure he speaks to who. He's like, he looks like he's on top of his stuff right now. So I think the situation that the company's in now, like he's a CEO, he's a millionaire, if not a billionaire, soon to be. He has an ego, right? So I think his ego has been like flexed. Like he's like, okay, I'm back.
Right.
Bitches.
Did you guys see the most recent tweet? Well, I don't think it's the most recent one, but I think it's the one that's pinned to his Twitter. It's the one with the website.
Yeah. Call me Adam.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it's the Say Technologies.
We do not share washcloths. We do not share loofahs. None of that. And I use
What's
2
going on?
washcloths. I use 2 washcloths. Everyone that knows, if you know, you know. You have to keep 2.
Yeah, you would have to keep 2.
You can't wash, your face with the same things you wash everything else with. I'm just putting that out there.
Eric says, Eric, thanks for the super. SCV is the reason why Rogue has no kids. Well, he does. Is because during his past moments of passion, he yells, "Yeah, you like that poop poop kid, don't you?"
Wait. No. I think you read it wrong. He said that you're the reason. Wait. I'm
No,
so
I
confused.
definitely read it right. He.
Yeah, you did. Okay, then I'm
Oh,
confused.
that one was aggressive. Thank you, Eric.
Mr. Simon's like, God damn, I only use 1 washcloth. Buddy, you gotta use 2.
Oh,
It's perfectly fine. Just use 1 for your face and 1 for everything else. It's perfectly fine. But like, you guys, 1 above your waist and 1 below your waist. That's the way I like to do it.
hey, who's got some weird off the wall things? We got 4 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh,
we have 3 minutes
it's been
left, and
coming
then
in right now.
we're gonna wrap it up.
Then he got that boom boom.
Y'all don't sleep on M. He's 47 and is still killing anyone lyrically. He's a straight up criminal with that pen and pad. Actually, I think
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, Eminem's album was the first rap album that I actually got, like the physical first rap album I actually got.
Ooh.
I think he's it's difficult. It's not really like a rap
Bro,
conversation.
I used to fucking Not Afraid. That was my jam back in the day. Not Afraid.
That is
I'm
a good
not
one.
afraid.
Not afraid to take a stand. Everybody.
Oh my god.
There's my hand.
I vow not to take a shower until the moon. Listen, I hope you live alone, my friend. I hope you live
Jeez,
alone.
you guys are wild tonight. You guys got deprived from a power half hour and you just decided to go absolutely crazy.
Yo, wait. STV, read Antics' last freaking comment. Read it out loud.
I'm not reading it out loud, but that is a good one.
Oh, come on. You're not
What'd he
going to
say?
get demonetized.
Join late. What's the range of total shares we are thinking with the current votes? The last number that I've seen was 5 billion, but I haven't seen an updated one. But let's see. We might be over 29 now.
You know what's crazy, though?
29,
With that number?
28.9.
You know what's crazy with that number, though? With the
What?
5 billion? That's pretty much like around the number that we've all been talking about as a speculative number for like months and months. So it's crazy that number is more so being like put out there like it's somewhat becoming a fact, but it's not. Because we're still speculating, but there's just more and more data to prove. You know?
Oh yeah.
I can keep rambling if you want.
Oh, I think you're onto something.
We got 1 minute left, but Ben has a really good question. Vix, with that being said, are the market makers part of the problem too, along with the hedge funds? Yeah, market makers kind of are, but also the prime brokers are also a problem. Because they're the ones that like allow the naked shorting to happen. Like they say, oh yeah, we can get these shares when they can't.
Who's Gary Gensler? I didn't even know he was.
We got
around.
a minute left. Under
Team,
a
I
minute
got
left.
a
Let's see what
loofah
you
with a
guys got
battery.
for us.
I don't have a loofah with a battery. That's like having a vibrator. No need for that. Thank you,
Bro,
but no
that's
thank you.
exactly what he. This is. I think that's what he was talking about.
No,
my.
thank you. That's like using an electronic toothbrush. I don't trust people who have electronic toothbrushes.
Yeah, mine. I gotta get a new one.
Oh, you have an electronic toothbrush?
Yeah, I do.
Uh-oh.
But
Uh-oh.
and it's 10 o'clock.
STV's got the one with the tunes. It plays a song during while he's brushing his teeth.
All right, guys. Thanks for everybody that's coming in. Again, TMI and I are following everybody back on Instagram. So his is masked_investor. Mine's short the VIX1. If you guys follow us like right now, we'll follow you back.
While we're online,
but if
yep.
it's a little bit later, then we probably won't get to it. But I think you guys know the deal. TMI, the Masked Investor on YouTube, Masked_investor on Twitter and Instagram. Then we got Rogue the Legacy on YouTube, all one word, and then Rogue the Legacy on Twitter.
Y'all sent some crazy.
Yeah, you guys are wild. All right, we got a whole nother week of late night fixes going. We might get Keenan on tomorrow. We're gonna try to get Gabe, Review Dork, back on, and let's see who else we can get to come on the stream. All right, guys. See you later.
Take care.